What's up? Yeah, you are. You are. You are. You are. Welcome as the first one. How does it feel to be the first one? Here. How does it feel? You can't just say how does it feel to be the first one here? Does it feel good? W. Okay, we got. Okay, this isn't Kai Sinat over here. We're not. We're not. We're not. I feel superior than every other viewer. I mean, right now, you're on that trend, man. You're going up. You're going up. You're going like this. Everybody else is going like this. You know, that slow decline. You're going up, man. I see us making it huge. We make it huge. But before we go into anything that is, of any importance, we gotta pray. We gotta pray because Gilbert Burns literally died. Gilbert Burns died. Yes, Michael Morales is a fruity fruitster. If you go to the fruit section of your local grocery stores, you're probably going to be seeing Michael Morales in the fridge being a batty boy. That's what you're probably seeing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, bro, you don't want to know. This guy is probably just as... I think Morales is 50% of his time is training. The other 50% is pretending to be a lady boy in Thailand. Pull the clip. Yo, Jamie, pull up the clip. Let's see if I can find the clip. Zesty? What do I search up? Michael Morales Zesty? Michael Morales Zesty. Oh, it's on my... I'll pull up the clip. Let me pull up the clip. It's going to take me a little while. Carlos Prates, Chins Morales. I think they literally got the exact same build, but I don't know. I'm not too confident. Let me pull up the clip real quick. I'll show you all the clip. Of him seeing, like, him being beyond zest. Yeah, here it is. Whose account is it on? I begged you in the DMs and you didn't even respond. UFC PYX. I need to log into my IG. Hi everyone, what's up, Hackle? Bro, what did you DM me what'd you DM me about? Jesus, I don't even want to search this up. Alright, here we go. Let me do this. I begged you to stream, bro. It looks so pathetic. I mean, you said it. I asked my crush out today. She said yes. You know what? My first thought of that is like cap, but I mean, until I see your crush, man, I don't know. I don't know if it's cap or not, but I believe it. How did that go? Fill me in. All right, is this our boy? Is this the guy we were getting behind? This is him. This ain't him, right? Okay, is this him? The duality of man. Is this Osa Mason? Bro, what kind of name is Osa Mason? Whatever. Biggest capper of the century. Dag Bexley asked to see you're crushed. How is that cap? It's not even a crazy normal thing that happens. I don't know, man. 2X, is this a shorty that's like literal dog poop? Is this the same shorties that got the literal dog poop Gucci or what? It's pronounced Osama. That is not Osama. That says Osa Mason. Osa Mason. That's Osa Mason talking about Osama. That's Osa Mason, bro. Dude, what are you talking about? Was it not you? It's Balenciaga though. Dag is trolling because he knows. I don't know. I genuinely is it not? Okay, it's not Osama, bro. It's Osa Mason. I'm not playing around. It's Balenci. Yo. Where's he from again? Where is he from? I feel like this is normal in like Venezuela or something. No, bro, that wasn't me. I'm pretty sure it was you. Nah, what? Come on, bro. Come on. This is like what? Guadalajara? Is he from? Those fly? Don't think so. But okay. He's from Fruityville? He's from Fruityville. Yeah, apparently this guy's from Fruityville. Bro, could you imagine this guy? Imagine Islam wins and this guy doesn't. This guy, out of all people, destroys Islam. Mike Morales has actually been floating under the radar. I knew about him before any of y'all, though. So it is what it is. You know? He's been floating around the radar. He's got a fruity sweetness to him. All right, you're bringing up my own quotes here? Okay, buddy. Yeah, you're banned. Welcome back, Peyton Talbot. It's a cultural thing. By the way, it's okay. This is a cultural thing? This is what they do? Bro, where is he from? Alex Perez's son goes to my school. Okay. Is that the crush you asked out? You asked out Alex Perez's son? I don't know what you would do if Alex Perez's son goes to your school. Like, what do you do? Do you treat him normal or do you treat him like, you know, someone? I wouldn't know. If someone famous went to my school, bro, I wouldn't know what to do. I genuinely wouldn't know. Like, if Jenna Ortega was ripping or Sabrina Carpenter was going to my school, bro, I wouldn't even know what to do. I'd probably be banned. I'm gonna be honest. I'd probably be banned from school if like Jenna Ortega or like, you know, Sabrina Carpenter or like if Ice Spice went to my school, bro. Come on, are you kidding me? I'd be banned, bro, from just not even that school, from every school across schools. Like I'm talking about schools nationwide, like international. Like I'd be put on NATO's don't let this kid in school list. You know what I'm talking about? If Ice Spice was there. But it's not like anything weird, you know what I mean? Dag culture. My dad drives a Bugatti. Okay. Why are you acting like the guy who planned the Thailand trip wouldn't crack this, man? That's the most J-Rod disciple thing to say. No. Okay. Dag said he would be banned from schools if he had his way. Yeah. I know why God didn't allow for superpowers in real life. You know what I'm talking about? Because I would be saving the world one by one. And everybody talks about, oh, superpowers, they'd become a villain. No, I'd become Spider-Man. I genuinely become Spider-Man. But, you know, it's whatever. Whatever. I'd become Spider-Man. Dag Zada is real. I'm not Hassan Zada, bro. Not even close. Bro, Osa Mason is like the most TikTok dude ever. Like, the way his music sounds, it just sounds like TikTok. Osa Mason. All right. The whole world is free. That one. Bro, this is giving me a headache. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is frying your brains. This is genuinely frying your brains. Shut up, you listen to Drake. And Drake is one of the... Okay. For you to even compare Osa Mason to Drake is like insane. Summer 16 by Drake. Summer 16 by Drake. I love that song. Look it. Oh, that's so good. Summer 16 by Drake. Bro, no, this is trash. This is garbage. Osa Mason is genuinely trash. Actually trash. Like, I'm not even talking about, like, I could see how someone enjoys it. No. Literally just garbage. Completely just throw him in the can. I mean, get this guy out of the earth, please. Send him in a spaceship to Mars. No return trip, okay? Send this guy, okay, I'm about to, 2-3 years Dagestan, yeah. Send Osa Mason and Michael Morales 2-3 years Dagestan. Easily. Get them both fixed. Michael Morales, get the zest out of him. Okay? Get the zest out of him. If you want to become a champion, you cannot be zesty. You just can't. If I do Super Bowl, I have the ability to pause time. I don't pause time and... Notice how Dag said that if he had his way, he'd be banned from every school and his favorite artist is Drake? Bro, what? I worked on Haggle for a second. Bro, my favorite artist is Drake. Don't even try to reverse psychology rage bait. Don't try to say I'm rage baiting so you can get me to rage. This is like, dude, trying to get me. Okay, you're saying I'm rage baiting to get me to fall for your rage bait. This is like some rage bait inception here. Don't say Osa Mason by accident. You don't say Osa Mason by accident? What do you mean I don't say Osa Mason by accident? I genuinely thought that was his name, Osa Mason. Why would I look at that name and say Osama son? That's like the worst name ever. Osama son? Osama son. What does that even mean? Osama son. What's his real name? Amari Deshaun Adham Middleton. All right. I'm talking Osama Mason. Osama bin Laden's son. Bro, he's from, where's he from? Columbus? This guy's from Ohio. And he's like this. How are you born in Ohio and you end up like, come on. Well, no video. No, it's coming up later, bro. It's coming up later today. Why isn't Dag reading my comments? Because you're too beyond fixing, bro. My theory is Dag's ex or something was a Ken Carson fan, and he did Little Mason here dirty. Bro, if I was ever dating a shorty who was a Ken Carson fan, I would go so far away from her. Okay? I would be, if she was in Mexico, I'd be in Antarctica. I'd be in the North Pole. Okay, the last thing I want is a Ken Carson. I want a shorty who is, normal. Dude, if you genuinely think to yourself, I want a shorty who listens to Osama Mason and Ken Carson, you're lost. You've lost the plot. You need a shorty who has the most basic music taste. You know what I'm talking about? Like some Drake. You need a shorty who listens to The Weeknd. Okay, that's a little bit of the Freak in the Sheets Jen in there, but a little bit of basic with the Drake in there. You need a shorty who listens to Must Have Been Piping last night. Yeah, that's what I was busy doing. Yeah, for sure. R&B, maybe like some classic like Riptide. Hey there, Riptide. Because then she got that, but that's just a white girl, so it is what it is, And maybe like some torta music, like some sombrero music. Riba. That's not me. Take me down to the ribs. I think Ken Fan did him wrong, and now he's underdying. I don't have hatred for, bro. They're just trash. They're genuinely trash, bro. I don't know anybody in real life who listens to Ken Carson. I do know one guy who listens to Ken Carson and Osama Mason. I think I know that he listens to it. I haven't asked him about it. I've never heard him play it, but I'm hanging out with him enough to hear him play. But I think he plays it. I think he listens to it. Okay, this guy's name is Jake. Okay, I think he listened to it, and I can tell who listens to Ken Carson. I'm going to tell you right now, I can tell who listens to Ken Carson because you spend way too much time on TikTok. I can tell the TikTok time spent on TikTok is equal to trash music tastes such as Ken Carson. Dag was genuinely a whole lot of Red Cardi fan before started hating him. Then he followed the hate train, didn't switch back to loving Cardi after he dropped I Am Music. No, I didn't mind a whole lot of Red, but like it's I don't know, it's mid. Yeah, Yeet. Oh, yeah. Mikey Musamichi is goated. True. Osama Mason. I'll be honest, though, Dag is right about girls with the music thing. Now you need a shorty who listens to underground leaks, but she won't tell you who put her on or how she found it. Yeah. Same with, like, Throat Game, too, bro. Same with Throat Game. Like, if a shorty giving you, like, crazy dome, bro, you just be like, who put you on? You know what I mean? But if a shorty's, like, she's struggling a little bit. She's gasping for air, right? Then you just be like, okay, now I found the one, Start the Chicago trip GoFundMe. I'm down. Maybe I will. Someone cooked here. All right. Grown man cheesing over TikTok. I'm just stating the facts, man. I haven't watched TikTok in 2 years. That is the biggest cap, bro. Stop it. You know what I started? Yo, you know what I started? I started watching YouTube Shorts because I don't like watching Instagram Reels. Bro, I started watching YouTube Shorts, and I keep getting King Von lore explained in like, y'all. Do you guys ever get King Von lore explained? I got Omalley 4th round KO after being ahead 2-1 in the first 3. I got Sean O'Malley 2nd round KO. Maybe he DM Carson like how he did with Juice WRLD, and Ken told him he gets no bitches or something. Bro, the last person I want to DM is Ken Carson. This guy's a random nobody. Grown man eager to tell us he's watching YouTube Shorts. Something was wrong with him that's not regular. Don't disrespect King Von. I'm not disrespecting King Von. I'm just saying I see his lore all over my YouTube Shorts feeds. And it's kind of, it's kind of enjoyable. I was learning a little bit about some of the gang members in the opposing gangs and how King Von, shot some girl, right, with her brother, I think. Bro, it's a whole 5-hour documentary on every person he killed. It was YouTube Shorts. So don't try to do that. Bilal approved. Yeah. Bilal was in one of them, which is really weird. They were saying something about Bilal apparently got a 49-48 decision over one of King Von's best ops. So King Von invited Bilal to come to his house, right? And King Von's so rich that he has an elevator in his house, and he actually stepped into the elevator, and then one of the ops stepped into the elevator with Bilal, and Bilal says, 48-47, not 49-48. My bad. Okay, well, you ruined my story. It was actually going to be a joke at the end. But now, because I said it was going to be a joke at the end, if I tell you the joke, it's going to be a trash joke. What was the girl name? K something? I don't know. Why would I know the girl's name? The girl he killed was not innocent, though. She also killed bad things. People act like she was innocent. She was not. It was, bro, y'all give me 3 different names. K Flock? That's not a girl, bro. Is that a girl? That's not a girl. Bro, that's in New York. King Von. It's obvious King Von killed AI. Asian Doll claims that Little Tim did not kill King Von. Bro, the lore goes deep. The O-Block lore is actually in one of my favorite IRL lores. Like, it could be, dude, they should honestly turn O-Block into a video game, because the amount of lore is just like Tuka. Now, that was way before King Von's prime. Tuka was already out of there. He was already a washed veteran by the time King Von came around. Does Chimaev have better cardio than DDP? Yeah, probably just as, probably not. I don't say better cardio than DDP, but I think Chimaev has the same cardio as DDP. You know what I mean? Like, dog, Merab gets KO'd by Omalley. 100%, 100%. Omalley was compromised in that fight. He looked flat. Dana White even said. Okay, he said he looked flat. Look, he went out there. He looked flat. Look, man, I'm not trying to say anything. Good thing Merab did what he did, but Omalley just looked flat out there. Straight up, flat. Flat-footed, couldn't move. Bro, King Von was actually a serial killer? Yeah, I know. Yeah, King Von's up there with, like, Osama Mason, I think. Cardio myth #1 bullshit. Bro, I know, right? It's like, yeah. People act like cardio can't bring... You know what's crazy? I don't even think Chimaev has a cardio issue, but people act like... Bro, people act... I'll bet you on Omalley. You can't bet with me. Yeah, you don't have enough money for me, kid. I only bet in big numbers. I'm talking 6 digits, okay? 6 digits. The cardio myth is enough. Even KC fans believe it. KC? Kevin? No. Chris? No. Kevin? No. Kyle? I don't know. All right, bud. No, I'm serious, bro. I only bet in big numbers. We're almost done with this show. Hey, out of context. That was out of context. Hey, Shug, Hey, Shug, listen here, man. We're almost done with this, Shug. Hey, Shug, we're almost done with this, sugar. Dude, Dricus du Plessis literally was known for having some of the worst cardio ever. Literally some of the worst cardio ever. And then all of a sudden, it's just never a factor. You can't, how dare you bring up that Dricus du Plessis has had cardio issues in the past. But all of a sudden, you bring up Chimaev's cardio issue. It makes perfect sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, bro. Chimaev makes perfect sense. He never had cardio. But Dricus du Plessis, he's had cardio all the time. He just never wanted to use it and expose his true potential. That's what these SA fans, not like South Africa fans. If I say SA fans, it sounds a little bit, questionable. Because I don't think anybody's a fan of SA, unless it's South Africa. Then there's a bunch of them. Although, they're getting kicked out. Chimaev doesn't pace himself, that's all it is. Went out slugfest with Burns for full 3 rounds. Yeah, and Burns was gassed too. Bro, I'm not reading anything that's like really stupid. I'm not reading it. 2x, bro. You start bringing up stuff that I kind of don't want to talk about. Who will win, Burns or Covington? I think it's a mismatch. To be honest, I think Covington wins easily. I think Burns wins, but Burns last night literally quit. He literally quit. He fell. He was getting hit on the guard and he fell down. And because the ref didn't stop it, Burns is on the ground like, oh shit. Like, do I keep going? Like, ref, hello, stop the fight. And the ref didn't stop the fight. So Burns decided to get up. And then he's like, okay, now I'm done. Now I'm done. Okay, now stop the fight, please. Burns was more gassed than Chimaev. That should never be brought up. KC equals Chimaev. Oh, yeah. I know, right? Burns was way more gassed than Chimaev. 100%. Chimaev gassed against Usman? That is the biggest lie. What makes you believe Chimaev was gassed against Usman? Burns covering last night scared, but when he fought Chimaev, he slugged, not scared. I know, right? Even against JDM, he did okay. But that's what happens, man. Sometimes you're just in the game. We've seen it before, right? Like with what happens with Burns last night, where he genuinely just didn't want to be in there. Like, you look in the octagon, he didn't want to be in there. Cowboy Cerrone, there was a point where he didn't want to be in the octagon. There was a point where, who's another veteran that is Anthony Smith. The past 12 Anthony Smith fights has looked the exact same as the Burns fight. Like, you just give up. Got plenty of clips, and Dag has posted some clips in the past of the myth debunked. Yeah, you got to be a troll. I'm not trolling, dude. Sean O'Malley's gonna destroy Merab. I have one personal bet between me and one of my friends, and then I have me against Vegas, and we're going at it. I just think DDP has more experience in the later rounds than Hamzat. Has not stated his cardio is great, but DDP has more experience. Yeah, that's true. DDP has more experience, but look, Sean Strickland has had the most 5-round experience, and Dricus, when he went for a title shot against Sean Strickland, had no 5-round experience, right? So, and look how that turned out, right? So I'm talking about Burns quitting while he's hiding from me on UFC 4. Bro, I've never hid from anybody. Chimaev's pace, all plan. All out round 1, goes round 2, 50% effort. Round 3 gets takedowns and controlled by round 4. He will have a second wind. Yeah, that's so true. The Chimaev second wind is going to be... Dude. We're going to see Chimaev gas in the 3rd round, look labored, and then Chimaev's going to have the craziest second wind we have ever seen, and people are going to be... they're going to be stun locked. They're going to be... What? Like, they're going to see the craziest second wind you've ever seen. Chimaev gas against everybody and couldn't sub Usman. Okay, that is a lie. He didn't gas against everybody. He beat everybody. Beat literally everybody. And out-cardioed every single person he's ever fought. And he nearly subbed Usman and 10-8'd him. 10-8'ing someone is honestly way more impressive than a sub. Facts. Morales MVP would be sick. Bro, MVP is a liberal. His dad is also a bad person, so I don't want to see his name get brought up in here. He did slow against Usman, still won round 3. He was also sick. He still didn't nearly as tired. DDP versus Till round 2. DDP Brunson round 1. Bro, people need to rewatch DDP versus Darren Till. That is the most trash performance I've ever seen. But did y'all see Darren Till is training with Hamza Chimaev? Darren Till is on his way to Abu Dhabi. Michael Morales is a new DDP / Simon. How is he the new DDP / Simon? What's the correlation there? Burns said the other day he saw Chimaev on the cage and got mad and motivated him. Came out like if his life was on the line. So true, man. His life really was on the line. Because if he didn't come out with putting his life on the line, Chimaev would have ate him for breakfast. Okay? We would have completely destroyed Burns if Burns did not have the I'm ready to die mentality. If he didn't have that mentality, we would have completely dusted him round 1. And we could have subbed, dude, we could have subbed Burns in that first round. We just didn't want to. We said, nah. I don't want to do that. That's what we said. Sorry. Holy shit, I'm so behind. Burns Chimaev, Burns best performance. True. Why did you dish $10 in a whim? Dag, why do you vape? New video, the new mythical fight, Chimaev second win. Brother, 10-8 was... No, it was not malarkey, Diener. That 10-8 was the best 10-8 I've ever seen. It could honestly have been a 10-7. If it was a 10-7, dude... I mean, if it was a 10-7, I wouldn't have been surprised. I'd be like, you know what? That actually makes a lot of sense. This summer, Wonderland? Okay, buddy. Well, I'm not going to Wonderland with you, bro. What? Do you know how awkward it's going to be if me and you went to Wonderland? Do you know how awkward and weird that would be? Like, could you imagine our conversations, what they would be? I don't think we'd actually have any conversation if we went to Wonderland. I think it'd be me rizzing up shorties, and it'd be you who's a Brampton native being like, man, what the hell, man? Why do the women not want me, man? Then can you hit the pen? Your blood pressure's getting up there. Till on a 3-fight win streak now in boxing? True. He needs a big fight. Huge fight. Don't worry, Till won't be there long. Oh, King Tersey. Okay. Got King Tersey back. You talked to Kadyrov? I'm not allowing Till to be there long. I'm calling Abu Dhabi president. There you go, man. Chimaev's the only fighter where people used his early career footage to discredit him, as if every good fighter doesn't have fights like this. Max said of the garbage Moises performance. Yeah, true. He's had bad performances. 10-7, lay off the Hennessy, brother. Diener, bro. Easily could have been a 10-7. Easily could have been a 10-7. Honestly, if it was a 10-6, I would be like, you know what? Justified. Just 10-5? Honestly, I could see it, bro. 10-1? No, I'm kidding. I could honestly have seen a 10. If it was a 10-7, dude, I could totally see that, man. Dag should hit the pen button. DDP fans doing the peak irony since that motherfucker went to war with Till and Brad Tavares and Brunson. This guy to back and forth war with fucking Derek Brunson, bro. Derek Brunson. Like, are you kidding me? But people are still discrediting, and you know what else I hate? You know what else I hate? How people will discredit Khamzat's win over Robert Whittaker and say, oh, well, his teeth broke, so obviously. As if DDP didn't do the exact same thing. DDP punched Whittaker in the face, and his teeth slid in, but Whittaker just toughed it out. Okay? Against Chimaev, there's no such thing as toughing it out. You succumb to our power and our pressure. You got the worst UFC takes I've seen in a while. Mally isn't getting knocked out Merab at all. Did you not see Omalley Merab 1 tag? I saw Omalley Merab 1 at least 6 times, and every single time I've seen it, I have had the same 2 thoughts every single time. Thought number 1, Omalley could have won that fight. Thought number 2, if Omalley was actually healed going into this fight, he would have won that fight. Dag doesn't actually believe anything he says. All right, you're not even a mod. Should me and Dag go to Wonderland? Magnus, you're in London, bro. I don't even think you can make it out to the airport without getting fucking someone pulling out a sword and saying, on guard thee. Yeah? Okay? I don't think you can make it out the country, bro. Truthfully, I don't think you make it out safe. Someone's going to pull up on you with a piece of toast and beans in one hand and a sword on the other. Oi, bruv, this is my dagger, bruv, innit? Yeah? School can wait. Me, Riz, and Shorties. I do Riz, Shorties. Chimaev couldn't take down Ikram. And DDP got taken down by his own takedown. How does that make sense? DDP got destroyed by Till on the ground. Are you kidding me? Khamzat has good boxing, underrated body kicks. Training with Till is huge. Won't be surprised if Chimaev wins a striking battle. I think that's one of the most underrated games of Chimaev. Truthfully. What's that one meme where the guy's bouncing down, up and down? I love that meme. One freaking sentence. He says something. One fucking sentence. Some shit like that. I think Chimaev's boxing is some of the best in all of middleweight. I think Chimaev's boxing's on par with Nasruddin Imavov, but nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about it. DP hits Hamzat on the top of his lip. It might be a split decision. Yeah, someone kicked that kid. Chimaev wins an all-out war, showing heart and chin and cardio to go to that pace. Wins fight of the year. Overrated inbred, and Charles Oliveira taps out. He was a young man fighting good. Comp over stat padding. True. This is what's going to happen. Chimaev, we are going to go in the octagon and we're going to finish Drickus in the first round. Okay? And then we are going to say, this is what I did for you, Tracy Cortez. And she's going to say, me? And she's in the crowd. The camera pans to her. And I'm going to go up to her. We are going to go up to her. And we're going to, say, please, be the queen. Be the queen in my story. Please be the queen of my story. And if she says no, we start begging. 4 fucking seconds. 4 fucking seconds. Yeah. 4 fucking seconds. Yeah. Who would you rather get in a car with? John Jones? What? Would you rather get in a car with John Jones or a motorcycle ride with Francis Ngannou? That's a tough one, man. I think I'd rather not be sexually assaulted, And at the end of the day, Ngannou's going to be the one catching the case, not me. Suga split decision over Jan gift was... Oh, shit. Suga's split decision over Jan was a gift from Allah himself. Nah, bro. That was a demolition. Suga Sean easily could have won all 3 rounds. Honestly, Suga could have... Shug, we're almost done here, man. He could have won every single round against Piotr Jan. I hate to admit it. I've been holding this stance behind me for so long. I've genuinely thought, Shug, we're almost out of here, man. He could have easily won all 3 rounds. Bro said 1 sentence. Thoughts on losing Mod? People shit on Chimaev Burns fight, but ignore the fact that Chimaev had basically never been in a fight before. Yeah, that's crazy. People forget he's actually never been in a fight before. He was only 10-0. He was 10-0 with mostly 1-round matches. Yeah, it's true. He's never been in a fight before. People forget. Chimaev's never been in a fight going into that Burns fight. Most up-and-coming fighters crumble under these settings. Those fighters you can either fight or you can't. Chimaev can beat Bo, and Chimaev can fight and Bo cannot. Yeah. He's the same guy who said school can wait. 4 fucking seconds. Why are we getting Sean O'Malley Merab 2? Is Sean Dana's favorite? Sean versus Merab 2 is the only fight to make. What do you mean? What other fight can you do for Merab? And you cannot see Pantoja going up because Pantoja has explicitly stated he does not want to move up to fight Merab. He's explicitly, not implicitly, not any other way. Till is a fucking bum, scared of Tom Fury. Bro, Till would destroy Tom Fury. Tom Fury, this guy's going to draws with Jake Paul. He's going to draws with KSI, an actual virgin who's known for motorboating women in the streets of London. London women's worst nightmare is KSI in his prime. I will say the fact that Till is winning now deaths makes me feel better about him. Even if he was losing and fat, he looks like he's back in shade again. Hot take, he might actually help this camp. Okay, call off the meeting with Kadyrov. Hey, King Terzi, King Unimplies, let's call off our meeting with Kadyrov. I don't think we need to do that anymore. I generally work so hard to get mod. I don't joke about getting mod. This ain't a game. This is a life. Yeah, true. Dag is such a pipsqueak. You're mad. Never been in a fight, meaning never had adversity, steamrolled everybody before that Burns fight. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I just thought it was pretty funny. Left Lane owns Dag. Dag's official father, Left Lane MMA. Hey, man, if my father was Left Lane, bro, I'd be so happy. I'd be like, yeah, I love Left Lane. If you win without resistance, you weren't in a fight technically. Yeah, technically speaking, you were never in a fight. I was never in a fight. Never. KSI in his prime? Well, yeah, Hackle, you're like 12, bro. You don't know KSI in his prime. Okay, buddy? Till would do KSI so bad. 100%. Bro, now after Boss lost. Oh. Now after Bo's loss, it's so funny. It's not even crazy to say Hamza would literally... Okay. Create a quip channel, call it What Way in MMA. To create a quip channel, call it What Way in MMA. Doesn't Left Lane have a little bit of a lisp? He has like a little bit of like a British lisp. Well, if you create a quip channel, call it What Way in MMA. If you create a quip channel, we don't need to do it anymore. He will win this fight 100%. Dag folded to Left Lane on stream, by the way. Dag would probably fold to Joey then. Would I fold to Joey? I don't know. Dag basically said Left Lane is his daddy. Yep. KSI is a marauder. Dude, I was so mad when... How is Thiago Moises getting first round? Dude. Joey called you out the other night. That is such cap, dude. Are you kidding me? That'd be so amazing. If Joey called me out last night, dude. If Joey actually called me out last night, that would be so hilarious. I was calling out Joey last night. Dude, did he actually? Don't get my hopes up. Dude, if Joey called me out, that'd be like a dream come true. I could only imagine having a conversation with Joey. Like, that'd be my goal. And Doom MMA. Bro, don't even bring up Doom MMA. No, I don't care. Doom MMA is chill, though. He was chill. He's chill. I don't care about Doom, though. And Joey, on the other hand, man, I wish I could... I know Joey got sweaty palms. I wish I could hold his sweaty palms. Thoughts on pirate ship crashing in New York Bridge last night? I don't know. Seems suspicious. Seems oddly suspicious. Did DDP ever got wrestled? I've never seen middleweight grappler other than Chimaev. Yeah, DDP's been out wrestled before, 100%. Look at the fight to watch is DDP versus Derek Brunson. That's the fight to watch. I woke up today and I was so sad because I remembered that Joey is way more attractive than me, has a way better physique, and gets way more play. Clearly not Somalis. Yeah. Clearly not Somalis. Because they wouldn't even made it to the bridge. Pirates lost all their booty. Yep. Might repost the sequence of Drickus getting grappled ragged by Brunson. Yeah, you need to do the clip of do you know what I would do? I would, Hamza Chimaev superfan, look earlier on in the Derek Brunson fight where Brunson, when DDP throws a kick, Brunson catches it and flips Drickus over. And then Drickus turns towards Brunson, tries to go for a single leg, and he leaves his neck fully exposed for a Darce choke, and then contrast that with Islam versus Moicano. And be like, dude, this is such an opening for Chimaev. Till was in full mount. I know, dude, Till was landing shots. Dude, I'm going to pull something up for y'all. I'm going to pull up the Till DDP fight. Where Drickus literally gassed so bad and then looked like a bitch on the ground. What's your favorite monster flavor? I don't know. What the hell is that accent, man? Never do it again. Till injured his... Bro, he literally got taken down by Till, bro. Ultra Gold is golded. Bro, you know who I think drinks Monster? Anime girls who spend way too much time on Discord with like an army of dudes. I also think people who are on VR chat, they use it. Bro, look at this. Look at this sequence. Look at this. Bro, what is that? He just fell over. Look at this. He just fell over. Okay, nice job from Drickus. Leg kick. And then look at this. He didn't even... Darren Till didn't do anything. This guy just fell over. He just fell over. Let's say Chimaev wins 49-46 or 50-45, dominates Drickus. What is the critics going to say then? What's the excuse? They're going to say, no, this is, if Chimaev wins, he's gonna get hurt at some point for like a small moment, and they're gonna say that, dude, Drickus was actually never that good. How did we not know Drickus was that bad? Seen my country cry about someone they only care about after got a title shot. Chimaev always shoots for takedowns every opening, 15 seconds, round 1. Is it possible this fight doesn't? He doesn't this fight, maybe strikes for a minute and then shoots. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 100%. Because what is Drickus? I think Chimaev's gonna shoot regardless in the first couple of seconds of the fight, just because why would Chimaev not shoot? Drickus has never had. I've never seen Drickus throw an uppercut. Never have seen Drickus throw an uppercut. What is gonna I've seen maybe a knee, but I've never seen a knee. Drickus is too wonky. Wonky slash. Let's watch this. Look at this, bro. Chimaev one-trick pony. Oh, that's bad. Too bad, bro. Look at this. Look how free this is. What is this position? What is this called? Anthony Smith guard. Drickus du Plessis is literally pulling Anthony Smith guard right here. This is called guard. This is called don't hurt me guard. This is what this is. Most people, when they get taken down, they're like, okay, I want to get my full guard back. Drickus is literally in don't hurt me. Don't hurt me anymore. Hey, don't hurt me. Stop punching me. Guard. That's what this is. Till was a marauder. People forget. This thing represents my country, man. Yeah, true. And then, what is this? What is this? What is this, bro? What is this? What is this? DDP is jacked, though. Chimaev is a lanky bully. DDP is jacked. Is he, though? Is he really jacked? I mean, people always talk about DDP. Dude, DDP is so massive. DDP is so massive. He's so huge. I think this is gay fanfic. I'm not going to lie. Whenever I see people talking about how massive DDP is, I think these guys aren't actually looking at DDP. They're just reading gay fanfic of DDP. They again say, what's up, Shoddy? I'm saddened. Oh, what's up, Shoddy? DDP is tiny, bro. Yeah. DDP got small meat, 100%. DDP needs to get subs so Izzy can finally rest. Bro, you're still dwelling on that. Wasn't that like 6 losses ago for Izzy? Was that the one he lost right before he got KO'd? Look at DDP next to Izzy. DDP's a little loser, bro. Come on. This guy should be back at 170. He's not big enough, bro. He's not big enough. His cardio, he doesn't have enough cardio for a Chimaev fight. He just doesn't. I mean, look to his past fights. He just doesn't have the cardio for it. You know? But it's just like, how you can't improve that drastically between fights. I don't believe you can. To go from this, where you're literally on the verge of quitting. This is quitting. This is I'm about to quit. Drickus du Plessis is covering up. He's not trying to get his guard back. He's letting Darren Till go to side control. Right here. Easy darce. Easy darce for Chimaev. Yeah, let's keep looking for clips. Man, what are the odds for their fight? Chimaev's a slight favorite, I think, at like a minus 120 for Chimaev, I believe. DDP got a gummy worm. OG dag meme. Yeah, true. Everyone meet watching DDP chill out, bro. DDP will win via kiss on the lips. Dude, if DDP's gonna minus 175 Chimaev, dog. Those aren't even bad odds. Minus 175 Chimaev. That's not even bad odds, especially when you're going for like a first round finish. Those are kind of good odds. Kind of good odds. Why am I watching you? I got exams tomorrow. Peace out. Bedtime. Good night. You know, that's how you know. I feel like that's like probably one of the nicest things someone has said. Why am I watching you? You know what I mean? Genuinely, I feel like someone saying, why am I watching you, is like the nicest thing someone could say. Because I've distracted them from reality. You know? I've taken them out of their daily life, and now they just realize, it just hit them all of a sudden that like they're watching me and they're wasting time. That's honestly super nice. Why am I? That's good. I love that. Everyone meet watching DDP. What's up, guys? What's up, Uncle Fester, bro? How you doing, man? How's Austria, Chechen? That first round sub might be Freelo. 100%. 100%. Came into the stream and blood yapping. All right, buddy. Thanks for that 99 cent you sent me last month. Austria's great. Really? Lots of femboys? Really? Okay. Okay. I've never seen a femboy. Dag streams help me goon better. I feel like presser won't be much. Yeah, I feel like Drickus Duplessis won't want to say much at the presser because he knows how crazy Chechens are. How crazy we can get. You know what I mean? No problem. Got to give to the poor or something. If Strickland is there, maybe the presser is worth it. Yeah. Why would Yeah, once we see the whole card, if they add like a Sean Strickland, I saw a femboy at the bus stop the other day. Really? That is such a bro. What? Downtown? Was that downtown or like local? Diener. Bro, genuinely Hamzat shouldn't even sub him, bro. I hope he just lands the tightest right hook or something. Sleeps CDP so bad. Dude, I could genuinely see Chimaev folding Drickus like a lawn chair. Like, I could see a step back check hook folding DDP. Fight will be interesting. Should be there for the presser, just ceremonial reigns. Yeah. If Strickland is there, maybe the presser's worth it. No, gotta give the poor man something. I'm gonna celebrate when DDP loses. 100% Deg. Didn't even read my hate rant for DDP. Nah, I did not, I guess. Bilal Strickland would be there? Bro. Dude. Sean Strickland is so delusional. This guy's denying the Kyle Baralho fight and instead is asking for Bilal Muhammad to fight on 319. Sean Strickland, the guy who weighs 230 pounds, is asking for Bilal Muhammad to fight him in Chicago. That fight makes no sense for Bilal. Why would Bilal do that? Bilal. You love it? Why? Dude, I hate that fight because I feel like that's a Strickland easy win. He's going to stuff the takedowns and beat up Bilal because Bilal is like 30 pounds lighter than him. Bilal's Sean Beef. Bilal called him out last year. Yeah, I know, but I don't want to see him fight though, you know? Just imagine little man on the ground. Fester and I were on a 2-man femboy takedown the other night. Bro, exactly. If he just sleeps him, I'd be so happy. Yeah, I want to see DDP get knocked out, but I don't know. I think pace versus pace. Yeah, I know, but that's a boring fight, bro. Bilal's going to get destroyed. Morales see Burns 1 round. I know, Burns quit. I mean, how are you supposed to know that Burns is just going to quit? Like, literally pulling an Anthony Smith. Genuinely, Anthony Smith has put up harder fights in his last couple of fights. At least Anthony Smith goes all out for it for at least the first 30 seconds. Strickland eats Bilal. I agree. I think Strickland destroys him. Bilal and Sean will talk shit. Yeah, I know, but you can do Sean Strickland versus anybody. Why don't we do main event, hear me out. Chimaev, DDP, co-main event, Sean Strickland, Israel Adesanya 2, co-main event, 5-round co-main event, and then the winner of that fight gets the belt, gets the title shot. I love that for Chimaev as a first defense. It's got to be a legacy fight. We only want legacy fights. We're not doing any actual title defenses. We only want legacy fights. Burns' time is finished. No, sadly. Burns should have retired. I think he should have retired. Maybe Burns should fight Colby, and then if he loses, retire. But I think even if Gilbert Burns beats Colby, I think he should retire. You could honestly do Burns versus Colby as a co-main event of 319. Or you could put Wonder Boy. I think they're going to do, in Chicago, they're going to do Wonder Boy versus Colby. They're going to do Chimaev, Duplessis. They're going to do, if Bilal's recovered enough, they'll put Bilal on that card. Maybe versus MVP, or maybe versus Gary. Burns Colby will be at MSG. Probably. Colby always fights at MSG, which is like, I don't know why. Bilal beats Strickland. You're hilarious. Sean Abus 2. I don't get why they didn't do Buckley Wonderboy 2. Yeah, that's a huge fight, dude. The market for that fight. Who else would be on 319? Maybe. Who do we want on our prelims? The only reason people hate Bilal is because of nasal sounds. No, I think it's because he's, he can be boring. He has very low personality. Dom Reyes and Jean Silva. We'll see about Jean Silva. Dominic Reyes, I could definitely see on this card. Imava versus Ikaram. Yeah, just keep giving Ikaram huge shots. I saw something Wonderboy doing commentary. Okay, do poll Bilal Strickland. All right, got you. Yeah. Ikram versus Bo, bro. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. People were saying Ikram versus RDR. That was crazy. You see Michael Morales in a dress wearing earrings, blowing kisses at someone? Yeah, I did. We were looking at it earlier. Apparently, it's a cultural thing. It's like girls, Mexican women's have quinceañeras, Jewish boys have bar mitzvahs, and apparently Ecuadorians have zesty day to become a man. They got to become zesty for like a little bit before they become a man. It's tough. Bro, come on, it's not tough at all. Ladies, man, thinks man's funny. Who's this Donny? James Dillon for real? You haven't seen that? Any fight's been added to 319? Not yet. They're not gonna add it. They're not gonna add any fights to 319 until we get until 317 happens. South Africans be femboy sounds lit. Okay. Email Melson. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. We don't do that. Show the vid. Alright, I got you. South Africans be fanboys. Yeah. Email Mailson. I already knew about that though. You see Ilya ducking Islam? Oh my gosh, dude. What is that? Bro, that's called culture. Clearly you're white, bro. White people don't have culture. This is what real culture is. Okay? That femboy Maxine? Aye, man. Don't come close to Uncle Fester. Michel Morales has to stay away. Scrolled on white tee for a second and saw a thumbnail thing. Hamzat has 0 chance. That's hilarious. Why did he do that? I don't know. Go ask him. Why would I know why he did that? Hey, Michael Morales, why did you do that, bro? Those earrings. Bro, he has the same shits as me. I'm pretty sure I have a pair of those. Those hoops. Man, I love how Burns just covers up, stop fighting, but when Chimaev fights him, he tries so hard to win. I know, right? Dude, he literally he folded under 0 pressure. I've never seen someone fold under 0 pressure like that. Like, come on. 0 pressure, you're folding, bro? 0 pressure, you're folding? I thought you were better than that, Burns. I thought Burns was a dog. Bigger the hoops? I've never heard that before. What's the rest of that saying? Bigger the hoops, bigger the... Oh, really? Bigger the hoops, bigger the... is often used in a playful way, referring to the popular trend of hoop earrings, particularly larger ones. Can we see the earrings? Nah, I don't want to wear them, bro. I can't zest max, not yet. Dude, I have a rainbow. I'm going all in. I'm going all in. I'm going all in. What's the end of the sentence? No. I'm going all in on Sean O'Malley. I bought a rainbow wig. I don't know what else. What else should I get? Dag, bro, grow a beard. Maybe for the Chimaev fight. Maybe for the Chimaev. If in the Chimaev buildup, I might do it. I might do it. When is UFC 319? When is it? August? Holy fuck, that's so long, bro. July, June. We still have to get through June and July. Are you kidding me? But June's going to go so quickly. June and July are going to go so quickly because we have so many actual good fights. Wait, when is the next card? 4 mins until the goat runs out. Till the goal runs out. Ah, fuck y'all. UFC Burns Morales. We have 2 weeks? Grow out your gooch, yeah? Mate, grow out your gooch, yeah? Oh, I can't do a Conor McGregor impression. Mate, grow out your gooch, yeah? Talking about D. Devlin looking in the back. She's looking at you, says you need more gooch hair, mate. We're gonna wake up and it's already gonna be August egg. My tummy feels hot after a monster game. Bro, did y'all know? Do you know what's crazy? We're getting a 2-week break until we get the most terrible card we have ever seen. Blanchfield versus Macy Barber. We get 2 weeks to dwell and look. Dude. Why are we taking a 2-week break now? Give us Blanchfield versus Barber so we can get over it. Peel it off like a Band-Aid super quick. And then we can look forward to 316. Why are we waiting 2 weeks before we go to Blanchfield versus Barber? Bro, Road to UFC is Thursday. All good.
Road to UFC. I love 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 Road to UFC. Road to UFC is there with Power Slap. Power Slap Road to UFC. I love this. This is super fun to me. I love it.
Bro, Road to UFC is genuine trash. Actually trash. Look it up on Topology. What? Road to UFC? I swear to God, if I look up Road to UFC and it's just a bunch of Asian dudes and Asian women fighting, I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out. Thursday? Oh shit. No, the Blanchfield Barber card. Shanghai episode 1. They have a Road to UFC Las Vegas? Okay. But again, it's just a bunch of Asian dudes, bro. Why are they trying to go all in China? UFC off next week, I think. It is off next week. Then off of Apex? Yeah, it's true. Alright, UFC Blanchfield vs. Barber. Blanchfield vs. Barber. Ali Abdelaziz, yeah. Let's take a look at Blanchfield versus Barber. Let's look at this card. All right, so we got. Let me move this up here. Pay-per-view is the next notable card. I guess it's a good card. But the card is so good. IDKY, it's in the Apex. Yeah, you're trolling. All right, let's look. Ryan Dos Santos versus Elise Anderlin. Okay, that one's gonna go. My predictions for this one is a decision. Markel Mirandos versus Balaji Oki. Oh, 10-1 prospect versus 9-2. Okay. Average fight time, 7 minutes. Average fight time, 11 minutes. Takedown average, significant strikes, win by submission, TKOs most likely. Okay, this actually looks pretty good. This is actually a pretty decent fight. Kurt Holobutt versus Jordan Levitt. Can I say his nickname? Can I call him his nick? What's Jordan Levitt's nickname, guys? Can y'all tell me what Jordan Levitt's nickname is? Bro, Kurt Holobutt has been in the UFC for a long time. Super long time. Bro wants to call him the hard R. No, what's his nickname? What's Jordan Levitt's nickname? When was the last time Jordan Levitt fought? Did he fight? Was his last fight Chase Hooper? Was that his last fight and he got subbed? I don't remember Kurt Holobutt's last fight. Obalon Elliott? That's actually a good fight. Why is this in the Apex? Monkey King? Yeah, it's Monkey King. Leon 10 fight win streak. He's been shouting for a title shot for ages. Do you think he'll get a shot? Shut up. Caitlin Vieira versus Macy Session. Holy shit, bro. Macy Session. I mean, come on. How can you not love Macy Session? This fight hasn't even happened and I'm already getting tired. At least said, and you said, all right. Yeah. Bro, what this looks like a lawn. I feel like this is like a dad who's, is shirtless outside mowing his lawn build right here. Does this not look like you'd see this outside mowing a lawn? Like, he looks like a dad. He doesn't look like, I don't know. Jordan, if you don't know who Andreas Gustafsson, you're casual. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention to every single Dana White Contender Series. I completely forget stuff so quickly. Classic 1-0 guy. Classic 1-0. Versus Jeremiah Wells. Phil Ho versus Nascimento. Dude, these guys look like these guys look like distant cousins, I feel. He's not 1-0. I know it's a glitch, bro. It's a glitch that they have on the website. I know he's not 1-0. But it's what they do when it's like debutants. It always have like a glitch where it says 1-0. That's a decent fight. Zachary Reese versus Todorovic. Bro, who was Todorovic's last fight? I think he was like a huge dog, and I think I bet on him to win, and he got completely destroyed in like the first round. Unfortunate. Dustin Jacoby versus Bruno Lopez. Dustin Jacoby coming back after a brutal KO, right? Billy Ray Goff. Sounds like one of those names where it's like they got you. Ludwig Klein. This should, dude. Why? Why is Barber Blanchfield main event? You know what? I actually like that this is not the main event. I actually like that. I actually like that Macy Barber and Blanchfield is the main event. Because I can leave early. The problem with UFC 315 is that I had to sit through Valentina Shevchenko versus Manan Firot in order to watch Bilal versus JDM. I don't have to do it for this card. I can leave right after the Gamrot fight. I don't have to sit through a fight that is most likely going to go to a decision. I'm literally just going to turn my TV off once Gamrot. I'm not watching Barber Blanchfield. I'm not. We need to boycott Barber Blanchfield. We genuinely need to. Every fan needs to turn off their TV. Blanchfield Barber. Turn off your TV. You don't need to see this fight. It's good that there's only two women's fight on this card. And then Omalley Merab. This is a banger. Quillen Salkad versus Yanel Ashmuz. Bro, I've never seen. Wow. I'm not staying up to 5. I went to watch that. Yeah, it's crazy. Classic rivalry, Australia versus Israel. Dude, why does he look like... he's from Israel, but is he from like New York or something? Bro doesn't know Ashmuz. I know Ashmuz. I've heard the name, but I don't really be watching him fight. I don't remember last time he fought. He looks familiar. I don't know where I've seen him before. Wang Kong versus Ariane De Silva. Dude, I'm praying on Wang Kong's downfall. I'm not gonna lie. Weston Wilson subbed him. Okay. Azmat Mirzakhanov, Johnny Walker, that's a banger. Wang Kong, the Joka. Oh, don't do this to me. That's a banger. Bruno Silva, Joshua Van. Walker's out. Walker's out? Since when was Walker out? Really? Why are you praying on Wang Kong? I'm praying on my downfall, bro. I don't know. Because I want this baddie to win. Why wouldn't you want this baddie to win? 17-10? I mean, that's a real champion's record. Who's Walker fighting now? Who's Mirzakhanov fighting now? Is there a replacement for him? Does he have a replacement? 5'10 versus 6'6 is crazy. Wang Kong, a baddie. She looks like a little boy. You have a weird thing for little boys. Little Asian boys. Vicente Luque, Kevin Holland. That's going to be a good fight. Mario Bautista versus Patchy Mix. That's going to be a banger. Joe Pyfer, Kelvin Gastelum. That's a banger. Kayla Harrison, Juliana Pena, banger. Merab, Omalley, banger. I mean, come on. This is actually a banger. This is actually a banger card. This is actually a good card. And people talking trash about it. Then Usman Buckley, Alonzo Manyfield, Omar Sy, Andre Petrosky, Edmund Shabazian, Abdur Malik, Cody Brundage, Court McGee, Michael Chiesa, Ricky Simone, Charles Jourdain, Rosnam Muniz. I mean, this is a banger, another banger. And then this is an even better banger. You know? Too many women's fight, but this is an actual banger as well. Tapuria, this is a banger as well. Janata Deniz, that's hilarious. This is a banger too. Marvin Vittori, Brendan Allen, Neil Magny, Gunnar Lelson, Adam versus Islam Dulatov. Banger. These are all bangers. Shar Magomedov versus... See if I had the right fights. I bet. Jamal Hill, we will KO Kilo Roundtree. All right. Azmat Mirzakhanov versus Brenson Ribeiro. Uros Medic versus Chaos Williams is on this card as well. Sergey Spivak versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. Okay. Mario Bautista. This is some good cards. Good cards. Also, Mabaya versus Ramzan Terminov would be crazy. Would it be crazy, though? Would it be crazy? I don't know. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. This ain't Peaches and Creamsville. Look tired? You know what? You know what's crazy? You want to know what's crazy, Hackle? I had work today in the morning from 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. And then I have another shift at work from 4:30 till 12:30 tonight. So I don't know what that is. It's 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 8 plus 6. 12 a.m. No one cares. All right. 6 till 12 p.m. 6 till 12 p.m. 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then 4 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. No one does that to Johnson. Bro, Joshua Van was on the verge of doing that to Johnson. Jesus? Yeah, no, man. It is what it is, though. That's, hey, man. Gotta make money, bro. Gotta make money. Which is why I gotta dip. I gotta dip, low-key. Not gonna lie, I hate that 12 a.m. isn't noon. Yeah, I know. What thing will you do with the super chat? Just that one thing, bro. On the verge. Mike Mallet on the verge of being Magny. He is on the verge. 12 p.m. should be night. Yeah, it should be. Then, no, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It's just weird. I know what you're saying. Okay, Dag, rest up, King. All right, yeah, peace, boys. I got to dip. Thank y'all for being here. It's been your boy, Dag MMA. Yeah, thank y'all for being here. I'll be here tomorrow. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, little bro. All right. Is there a Nepal fighter? UFC fighter from Nepal. Is there one? MMA fighters from Nepal.
This is muy raro.
The goal wasn't reached. Sorry, bro. Goal wasn't reached, bro. I'm sorry. Too late, bro. Someone should have told you that, I know. But thank you, bro. Scammers get scammed. Hey, scammers get scammed. Yeah, scammers get scammed. Hey, look here. Scammers get scammed. I gotta go. What a goal. Thank you, Taino, though. I appreciate it, bro. I'm gonna be here tomorrow. Probably around the same time as today. But for a longer period of time tomorrow. I just gotta go work. Peace, boys. What the hell was even the purpose? Bro, the goal was over. My bad.